Good morning guys, how are we? I'm back out again today. I'm back out doing another hunt. I'm on the beach today. It's got a stony beach and I've been here before. Last time I was here I found my BFH, which of course stands for bus fare home. So there's a lot of pennies and 2 pennies, and the thing about this beach is you can just walk about and find coins. And there's what a classic example is. There you go, first coin of the day, penny. You could literally walk about this beach and find coins. They were everywhere the last time me and Dave were here, so I thought I'd come back, give it a go and just see if I can find any more. And there we go, that'll start me off, a little penny. So guys, I want to crack on, get the deus set up and head off and see what we get today. Hopefully there'll be some older coins. My plan is to get out into where it's kind of where the voids are just now. It goes out just before that. But the last time we came here we didn't really get out too far here. The thing about out here is a lot of the coins, although are kind of down in here, there is older coins out there. So hopefully give it all a good go and see what I can find. You never know, could be a bit of gold or silver looking, but you just never know. You've got to be lucky enough to walk over it. So give it a go and I'll get back to you in the next hit. This area is worth a little scrape. You can see there's a bit of a plug, there's another penny, there's another 2 pence, a bit of metal. So this is an area that traps stuff, and this is generally what I would look for when I'm metal detecting. A little area with a cluster of things in it, because if you find a cluster of things, guaranteed, like I said here, clear line, this is where you find it, just sitting on top. There'll be more here, so I'll give a quick go in this area and just see what else I can find. Can't move in this area for finds. There you go, another eyes only, and that's a penny. Beside my coil, there's a 5 pence. Let's just have a little wander about. I mean, there's stuff literally everywhere. If I see big bolts, I'll kind of scrape the rocks out of the way, because generally you're seeing this kind of heavy stuff lying. There's generally always coins in about it. Guys, back out again. I'm starting to contend with the junk again. Old style 5 pence, 2 2 pences, penny, half p for the 70s, that's 2 I've got, and a nice 10 pence. And that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 coins in 10 minutes. Shaping up to be another good day here, so fingers crossed. Guys, I've actually just dug this. Now I'm not sure if that's just silver or a bit of aluminium, but there's another signal down there. I thought it was part of like an earring loop. Could be wrong, but I'm going to dig the other signal and I'll let you know what it is. The other signal was a bit of lead, so I must be wrong in that. It must just be a bit of aluminium. I thought it was going to turn out to be a wee bit of silver there. Been going 25 minutes now. Some more bits of junk, bronze, bit of aluminium, don't know what that is, off of iron, loop, part of a bottle top, and 10 pence. Not the kind of hunt I was expecting. I expected another good 100 coin hunt, but it's still early, so I'll go back at it again. It's only 25 minutes in, but seems to be a wee bit slow. Right, but I'll get back at it and just see what we can find. Guys, I've just dug this. Now this looks interesting. I wonder what this is. No idea. I thought there was something on that. Any ideas what that is? Anybody knows? It's got a little bit in the top. Anybody knows what it is? Let me know. Hey guys, I've just found my first old coin of the day, and there we go. It's very hard to see, but that is a Queen Victoria half penny. And that's what I like to see. Where I find the older coins, I generally tend to find the older things, the older relics, the older gold, the older silver. Never found any gold or silver here. Plenty of time yet. Still early days on this beach, so I'll keep going, see if I can find any more. The whole idea of following the tide out is kind of a simple idea. Any detectives will tell you they follow the tide out if you've never done an area before, because it gives you that extra time to go into areas and see what you can find. And basically that's what I've done today. I've went into areas that I've never done before, and I'm just seeing what I can find. And then when the tide goes out to where I want it to be, which is just a bit further out there, I should be able to get to the good spots where I was getting the coins. So you can see the kind of, there's a method in your madness really. But I'm going to crack on, and then I'm going to show you the finds when I get back along to the other set of stairs, which are just along there. and I'll show you all the coins we got. Guys, just dug that, and that one is an Edward the 7th halfpenny. Now I had a little hunch that at the second set of stairs there would be more good finds, and that's proved right. So I'll go take you back and I'll show you some of the find. That's the only older find I've found since Queen Victoria, but we'll go back and we'll show you the finds. Hey guys, just found that eyes only. I think it's a 5p with a hole in it. Here we go. Unusual to see somebody wearing a 5p, but there you go. It must have been worn as a necklace, probably for a kid. I just want to apologise as well because I've not been doing a lot of live digs recently, but this is what I just dug up here. Kind of basically all this junk came up. So there's the coins that I already had, and here's what I dug up. 2 pence, 2 pence, 2 pence, 2 pence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pennies, 50 pence, Elizabeth II shilling, George the 5th halfpenny, Queen Victoria halfpenny, George the 6th threepence, and 3/4 of a clay marble. So all in all, I kind of used my time as the tide was going out pretty well, I would say. It's a not bad haul, but it could be better. But I'll keep cracking on and see if I can find anything better. So guys, that's 153 targets between the junk and the coins, which is a not bad haul. You can see now I'm kind of slowly making its way out to where I want to be. It's got a good hour to go yet before it's even a full tide. Maybe an hour or two actually before it's even a full tide. So I've dug that in pretty quick time. So I'm going to head off in this direction again. I'm going to scrape and see if I can find any coins. 80 finds later, and a couple of finds. 4 pennies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 2 pences. In fact, it's a 2 pence and an old school 10 pence. Another 2 pence, 2 pence, Elizabeth 2 pence. I was going to say it before it was silver. It's a 2 pence and another 2 pence. Coins are fairly starting to rack up again, so back out, give it another go, and just see what I can find again. Guys, I just dug that came up as an 84, and it says RCA, I think it's a shoulder titles. I've no idea for who, but yeah, it was like shoulder titles, but I don't know why or who it's for. Not one I've seen before, but there is one thing I do know about this place. Over at Roseneath, there was a hospital for the wounded during World War II, so it could easily have been a casualty of World War II. There you go, RCA. No idea who it is. I'll have to go and research it when I get it home. Right guys, I've got a coin that's just come out of here. No idea what that is. Big thick coin. What is that? Can't real penny. I think it's a cartwheel penny, but I'm not sure. It's just so badly worn. Look at the state of it. I think it's a George III 1797 cartwheel penny, but it's really badly worn. I do think that's a 1797 cartwheel penny, and if it is, that is a find and a half. Woohoo! I'm not sure, but I'll try and clean it up when I get it home and let you know. Positive, it looks like an outside rim for a cartwheel. I think it's a cartwheel penny. Right guys, I just dug that came up as a 76. And it's a little 3 ringer bullet. It just goes to show that you do never get everything. And it was used in World War II, so the type of guns used I think in World War II. There have been musket balls and 3 ringers and things like that. I know they'd have been a wee bit more upgraded, but I still think they would have used these around about this time, maybe trained with them, maybe before World War II, but there you go. 3 ringer, and that is a nice find. Guys, another sunny day. 2 pence, 10 pence, a penny, a 5 pence. Lovely and sunny. I got a couple of fishing weights, and of course I found this lovely little beauty, and that is a 3 ringer. Woohoo! That's nice. Let's have a closer look at one of the lead items I found earlier on. Bag seal. I think it's an old bag seal, so there possibly could be something on that. I did think there was a picture on this side here. I'll try and clean it up when I get it home and see if there's anything on that, but I think it's a bag seal. Guys, another load of finds, and as soon as you see things like that, you think your luck's in. I thought it was back gold, that was all I could see in the ground. I thought, oh, it's a gold coin, but it's not. Something that's gold plated, but it was still, it got me. And I went on to dig a 5 pence, 10 pence, penny, 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 3, 4 pennies, another 10 pence, 2 pence, another 2 pence, 5 pence, part of a multicoloured fishing lure actually, 20 pence, another crusty penny, and of course this little thing here is part of an old padlock. I think it's part of a really old padlock, and it's an old one right enough. Just dug that, and then I got a 63, and this has just come out, and I don't know if that's part of a military badge or something like that, but it's got an anchor, so it must be like part of a military badge or something. But that is a cool little find, a nice little anchor. There's plenty of relics in this area. There you go, nice little anchor. If anybody knows where it's off of, let me know. Guys, there you go, another roundup, lovely anchor, penny, 2 pence, and another part of a dart. That's the second part of a dart today. That was the first one. You know what that means, don't you? It means I'm getting my BFH again. Anyway, crack on, the rain is on, it is pouring down as usual, and I'm out in a t-shirt. So, I'm going to give it 10 minutes now, I'm soaked anyway, so 10 minutes out here and just see what I can find. And that's it, and I'm going to chuck it. Found anything like this here, so this is a first. I'm really hoping this is going to be a silver ring. It's just come out the clay. Now it was a very, very abnormal signal, and I think it's a silver ring. Oh, you little beauty. That is abnormal a signal as you're ever going to get in the foreshore. Yep. That is a very, very... I'm sure it's a silver ring. Literally an inch in the clay. Literally an inch. Look at that. Clay lines, clay. You can see the clay that it came out of. Ugh. Let's go give it a little wash up. I think it's a silver ring. I can't see any hall markings on it, but I do think it's a silver ring. Yeah, I think that's a silver ring. I don't know what your guys' thoughts on that are. I think it's a silver ring. Just came out the clay. Looks to be a wee mark in there, possibly silver. So we'll get that cleaned up for the roundup, and hopefully we'll be able to get something off it. Woohoo! That is a find and a half. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that. Good evening guys, how are we? Welcome along to the roundup for this video. It's a short roundup, 57 coins, only 6 of them were old, so starting off with the older coin, this possibly could be a shilling. George VI threepence, George V I think it is, and it's a halfpenny, 2 halfpennies for the 70s, and of course a Queen Victoria halfpenny. That was about the oldest coins. The rest were all 1 pences, 2 pences, 10 pences, 20s, 50 pences, old school 10 pence, and some 5 pences. This one here is pretty strange because it's got a hole through it, so it's probably a 5 pence. It's been made into a necklace for a kid or something, I'm thinking. Moving on to the relics, this is a lovely anchor. I still think this is off a badge, but if anybody knows what it's off of, let me know, because I haven't seen anything like it before. Half a clay marble, 3 ringer, part of a plate of a watch I think it is, probably gold gilded. This one I think is a part of a bag seal. We've got an RCA shoulder titles. I'm not sure who the RCA was, but back in World War II there was an American army over there, and there was a hospital there for the wounded during World War II, so many different armies were brought there, so possibly could be one of them. Moving on, we got a fishing lure, and the star find of the day was this silver ring. Woohoo! A 925 silver ring. It's got a bit of bashing on it and it's a bit worn, but there you go, lovely find. And that is the find of the day. So I'm maybe going to hit that beach one more time. I'm hoping to get back onto some really good land soon. I've seen all the fields were getting cut today, so possibly in the next week I should be back on land again for the rest of the year. And I'm looking forward to that. But until that time, good luck, happy hunting, and I'll catch you then. Bye for now.